Hello people of the earth and welcome to QSD TV. Let me go ahead and put the camera slightly lower. Okay, cool. Okay, my name is Mike and today we're going to go ahead and talk about how creating products within the same universe usually hurts the industry because they don't put enough effort in making these products. Specifically, we're going to talk about gaming industry but others as well. We're all aware that there are many series and many universes that are created in one or another medium, right? We have, for instance, Star Wars, which is created in book medium first, if I'm not mistaken, and then it goes on to expand into the movies and etc., etc., if I'm not mistaken, which is really irrelevant. You know, movies or books, it's really not relevant right now. Then we have universes such as the Lord of the Rings, which has the books first, then it has the expansion to the movies then, right? And then to the games. Now, what's important to understand is, of course, any wise person who wants to exploit the most from his project, from his ideas and universes, and to reach maximum amount of people, you want to do what? You want to branch out in different mediums. For example, I myself, I don't read books and I don't watch movies. Say, for example, right? You want to reach me, you want to make a computer game. So if you want to make a computer game for me to watch and to actually take and play, you have to make it of appropriate quality. Thus, these strategies, which are usually like the usually appointed strategies, like, you know, we have the release of the game, of the movie in a month, you know. You have to make a video game by then. Of course, they don't leave them enough budget, they don't leave them enough time to make it, and what happens is they make a shitty product which no one really wants to buy, except of the people who were a fan of the picture, and they will not be really satisfied with the quality anyway. This rushful ideas on how to grab more money actually hurt the series in the long run. Look at the Star Wars The Old Republic. This is a great example of how you actually make a series and branching out. We have wonderful quality movies with gigantic amount of special effects. Everything is very beautiful. The positioning of the characters, you know, it's very professional made movie. It's wonderful. You know, we have several episodes, right? The chapters, they're amazing. You know, they were coming out one after the other, not in the, you know, orderable fashion, but great. They were looking great, they are amazing. I still right now I would just go ahead and rent the Star Wars movie and just watch it right now. It's just that amazing, any of them, you know. Starting with the first ones and, you know, even the third one I would watch today, no problem. I mean, even the third one. It's probably my favorite for the special effects, but you know, it's not the point. Now, what say you about books of Star Wars, Star Wars generally? They're great again. They're high quality, they're very well written, they're interesting to read. They do not embarrass the series. Now, take games of the Star Wars. Take Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. One of the most revolutionary games ever made. Single player, branching out in different things, allowing you an unraveled, you know, ununderstandable at the time amount of freedom. You know, not one compared to Morrowind, but in the games such as, it started its own genre, you know, this modern RPGs, and BioWare keeps going with them, and Obsidian Entertainment, they keep going with the same ideas, they just keep going with them. They're great, you know, that's an amazing thing. Now, Game of Thrones, what do we have? We have amazing books, we have amazing movies. And why are they amazing? Because not only they have different story following in them, they have deviations, but we also have the book medium, which is great, and we have the movie medium, which is again done very well. Actors are immense work of actors. It's just immensely interesting. I never read the book, but I watched the movies and I really enjoy them, right? And then we have a game. I never played the game, I just watched how it is. I want to say it's just a pile of shit. It's a very poor excuse for a game. It's made very similar to Star Wars KOTOR, right? But with the difference that KOTOR was actually very beautiful and interesting, whereas Game of Thrones is not really, you know. And this is the problem, you know. This actually hurts series in the long run, because if you make, for example, good movie, good book, and very poor video game, you hurt the series. Whereas when you make Lords of the Rings, great movie, Lords of the Rings, great book, Lords of the Rings, great video game, you know, it's complete set of different awesome stuff, plus great music, you know. All these things, they matter. Look at StarCraft stuff, right? Or World of Warcraft. How do they attempt to do that? They want to film the movie, right? And they want to make it as good as possible. That's why they were spending so much time trying to figure out all the things. Great game, great books, which are also tied historically, you know, they're not out one of another, which is great. It's like an expansion. You have a game, you can buy the books and read them and enjoy them, which is really actually great, you know. And this is the point. You want your series to be, you know, tied together, or at least branch out to different directions, but be of reasonable and appropriate to one another quality. You don't want to have something extremely good and something extremely shitty, which people do oftentimes, which was happening with Spider-Man in the past all the time. But look at Batman, right? We have great movies, we have great books, right? I don't know if we have Batman books. I have never read one. We have great movies and we have great video game, right? One of the best in its genre of a free roaming action game, and it's just great. So in conclusion, I'm just going to say that it's great when developers take it just a step further. Instead of making a money-grabbing thing, they expand their universe and make it better and better and better. It's a lot of fun to actually see, to read, to play, to view. And for fans, you know, who like, for example, Warhammer 40,000 or Game of Thrones or Tomb Raider or whatever they like, you know, it's so immense amount of fun for them to actually have these different mediums. You know, you can play the game, you can listen to music, you can read the book, you can actually watch the movie, you know, etc., etc. It's just so much fun. Participate in different conventions and etc. You know, this meeting of fans and etc. It's just so much fun. I think what companies don't understand is that the more you invest into these things, the more money you will make in the long run, which is really important. You want the universe to be productive in the long run. You don't want money right now. It's great, but it's not as beneficial as it will be in the future, because reputation pays off. Anyway, that was me for today. This is Quick Save Daily number 28, if I'm not mistaken. I thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for listening, have a greatest day, and do not forget to put a like on the video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed the video. Have a greatest day, and bye bye.